Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Marketing in a Minute. My name's Jennifer and today we're going to be talking about ways that you can increase your reviews for your business. So as you know, our customers today are so much more educated than they were 5, 10, even 15 years ago. They have an abundance of resources right at their hands, actually at their fingertips, that they could be doing their research way before they're even talking to you to do business with you. It's actually said that 90% of all consumers look at reviews as a deciding factor to do business with you. So that's why we're going to be talking about 4 different ways that we can help you increase your reviews for your business. So our first tip is actually just don't wait. As soon as your work is done, your services are completed, that sale has been made, ask for the review. Simply, you can ask for it in person if they're checking out with you in your brick and mortar store, and you can ask them and say, hey, we would love if you could leave us a review, and you can direct them to it right on their phone if you're comfortable doing that. Or simply, as soon as the work is done, you can send them an email with the link directing them right to your Google profile. The easier you can make it for them, the better. Leaving a review takes only a couple seconds, but in today's world, consumers are very busy, so the easier you can make it, the more effective and the more responsive rate that you will have. Also, another great tip is giving them an incentive, and saying that you can give them 10% off a future purchase for leaving a review, leaving feedback on their experience with you. It's also another great way to increase your reviews. And it also is another way to increase sales again, because not only are you giving them an incentive to leave a review, but you're giving them an incentive to do business with you again. So it's kind of a win for win, and that seems to work for a lot of businesses. Also, this is a great idea for contractors or other brick and mortar stores that are actually selling products and have a bag and customers are leaving with bags. Putting in little postcards that have like a QR code that will go right to the Google profile, or contractors that give multiple links. I know contractors, they are on multiple sites that people are finding them on, like Home Advisor, things like this, and there's reviews all over the place. It's not just Google reviews, even though Google reviews is probably the most relied upon platform that people are looking at reviews, but especially in like a contractor world, there's other platforms that people are reading reviews. So make it easy for your customer to leave you reviews where your people are at and making that decision. So those postcards are really easy and effective way, because sometimes we can ask for the review and people will want to review you, but life comes up and they won't remember to do it. So that little postcard might stick around longer than your initial conversation. And lastly, put a link right on your website. Make it so easy. So I think this is an effective way for not only getting reviews for your business, but it's actually giving a way for people that are interested in doing business with you to actually look at your website and see the reviews that you already have. So it's another win-win situation. So put that link right on the website, say leave a review or check our reviews. It will link to the same destination. So those are 4 great ways that will help you increase your reviews. But lastly, I want to talk about one more thing, and I want to talk about bad reviews. I know it can be scary to get a bad review, but I think it's all the way you look at it. I really would encourage you, anytime that you get a bad review. I remember when I got my first 4-star review, I almost died, right? But then I breathed and I worked through it and I responded to it. And I think it's always great that you need to respond. I think it's always great that you need to respond to when you get a negative review, because it's showing consumers that you're listening to your customers and you're acknowledging what happened and you're acknowledging that consumers' feelings, and you're giving a chance to make it better, in not only in that customer's eyes, but in your prospective customers' eyes, because the way you respond is going to be the way you are perceived. So I really encourage you to, when you get bad feedback, bad reviews, to look at it as a lesson learned. What could you have done better? And then lastly, make sure you're responding to it and making sure that customers heard and being very clearly how you plan to rectify it. But a great way is to take that conversation offline and tell them that you will be responding directly to them in their email box. And that's where you can actually have that conversation, excuse me. You can have that conversation in a larger offline environment, more safe, but your prospective clients that are trying to do business with you can see that you are responsive and that you do care, and that client that maybe didn't have the best experience also knows you care as well. So not only did you get tips today about how to increase reviews, but how to actually respond to reviews that might not be the best that you were hoping it would be, and they're gonna happen, and that's totally okay. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Marketing in a Minute. We will be back next Monday. Natalie will be back with another great informative topic, and we appreciate you watching and all your support.